There is only one boss, the customer. And he can fire everybody in the company from the chairman on down simply by spending his money somewhere else. Business is a competitive endeavor, and job security lasts only as long as the customer is satisfied. Nobody owes anybody else a living. 2. Outstanding leaders go out of their way to boost the self-esteem of their personnel. If people believe in themselves, it's amazing what they can accomplish. Individuals don't win, teams do. You can make a positive out of the most negative if you work at it hard enough. To succeed in this world, you have to change all the time. You can't just keep doing what works one time, everything around you is changing. To succeed, stay out in front of change. Swim upstream. Go the other way. Ignore the conventional wisdom. Great ideas come from everywhere if you just listen and look for them. You never know who's going to have a great idea. High expectations are the key to everything. If everybody is doing it one way, there's a good chance you can find your niche by going exactly in the opposite direction. You can make a lot of mistakes and still recover if you run an efficient operation. Or you can be brilliant and still go out of business if you're too inefficient. He proved that people can be motivated. The mountain is there, but somebody else has already climbed it. Leaders must always put their people before themselves. If you do that, your business will take care of itself. I had to get up every day with my mind set on improving something. Take the best out of everything and adapt it to your needs. What we guard against around here is people saying, "Let's think about it." We make a decision. Then we act on it. It's terribly important for everyone to get involved. Our best ideas come from clerks and stockboys. Control your expenses better than your competition. This is where you can always find the competitive advantage. If I had to single out one element in my life that has made a difference for me, it would be a passion to compete. Watson, Sr., was running IBM. He decided they would never have more than 4 layers from the chairman of the board to the lowest level in the company. That may have been one of the greatest single reasons why IBM was successful. I have always been driven to buck the system, to innovate, to take things beyond where they've been. Every time Walmart spends $1 foolishly, it comes right out of our customers' pockets. Every time we save them $1, that puts us one more step ahead of the competition, which is where we always plan to be. The small stores were just destined to disappear, at least in the numbers they once existed, because the whole thing is driven by the customers, who are free to choose where to shop. The 2 most important words I ever wrote were on that first Walmart sign: satisfaction guaranteed. They're still up there, and they have made all the difference. If you don't listen to your customers, someone else will. Nothing else can quite substitute for a few well-chosen, well-timed, sincere words of praise. They're absolutely free and worth a fortune. Success has always had its price, I guess. And I learned that lesson the hard way in October of 1985 when Forbes magazine named me the so-called richest man in America. When you move like we did from town to town in these mostly rural areas, word of mouth gets your message out to customers pretty quickly without much advertising. I learned this early on in the variety store business. You've got to give folks responsibility, you've got to trust them, and then you've got to check on them. These days, the real challenge for managers in a business like ours is to become what we call servant leaders. And when they do, the team, the manager and the associates can accomplish anything. I had to pick myself up and get on with it, do it all over again, only even better this time. I've always had a strong bias towards action. I'd hate to see any descendants of mine fall into the category of what I'd call idle rich, a group I've never had much use for. And like most other overnight successes, it was about 20 years in the making. Communicate everything you can to your associates. The more they know, the more they care. Once they care, there is no stopping them. I remember one time I didn't want to spend any money on motels, so we all slept in sleeping bags on the floor of one of our guys' house. His furniture hadn't gotten there yet. If you want a successful business, your people must feel that you are working for them, not that they are working for you. There's absolutely no limit to what plain, ordinary, working people can accomplish if they're given the opportunity and encouragement to do their best. Exceed your customers' expectations. If you do, they'll come back over and over. Give them what they want and a little more. Many of our best opportunities were created out of necessity. The goal as a company is to have customer service that is not just the best, but legendary. We're all working together, that's the secret. We let folks know we're interested in them and that they're vital to us. 'Cause they are. Most everything I've done, I've copied from somebody else. When somebody made a mistake, we talked about it, admitted it, tried to figure out how to correct it, and then moved on to the next day's work. What we guard against around here is people saying, "Let's think about it." We make a decision. Then we act on it. If you love your work, you'll be out there every day trying to do it the best you possibly can, and pretty soon everybody around will catch the passion from you like a fever. If you want the people in the stores to take care of the customers, you have to make sure you're taking care of the people in the stores. The way management treats associates is exactly how the associates will treat the customers. Capital isn't scarce, vision is. I learned a long time ago that exercising your ego in public is definitely not the way to build an effective organization. My role has been to pick good people and give them the maximum authority and responsibility. The key to success is to get out into the store and listen to what the associates have to say. In this pandemic scenario, if you want to learn and earn and want to increase your money and secure your future financially, then please check the description box. Samuel Moore, Sam Walton, was an American businessman and entrepreneur born in Kingfisher, Oklahoma, best known for founding the retailers Walmart and Sam's Club. Sam Walton is one of the greatest retailers and entrepreneurs in the history of America. Starting with a few stores in small towns in Arkansas, he turned his tenacity for serving customers and delivering deep discounts into one of the largest businesses in the world. Thanks for watching. If you like, please share and subscribe.